Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today I wanted to revisit a Stoneforge Mystic deck now that we have Daze and Force of Will in the format. I think Blue-White just has some of the most powerful cards in Timeless right now. Daze, Force of Will, Hydroponic Architects, Words to Plowshares. So I think the power of Stoneforge Mystic should be a lot stronger now. I'm just running Batterskull, Meteor Sword, and Cauldron Complete. So the Meteor Sword, the Quantum Riddler, pairs pretty well with Felia. And Felia, you know, you can hit Stoneforge Mystic too. If you have time to do that, to go get another artifact. So blue-white, kind of my favorite color pair in Magic. I do plan on doing like a more blue-white control deck here pretty soon, but I kind of wanted to play Stoneforge Mystic and give this deck another go. So let's get into it. Going first. Yeah, this is a good hand. Can play a Tamiyo. I can hold up Force of Will. I can Brainstorm. Strip Mine. This is yeah, this is like the best hand you could ask for almost. All right. So I'm gonna attack. Then I'm going to Strip Mine. If they bolt in response, we'll Brainstorm. Ooh. I think I have to force this. I don't have to, but it seems worth it. I definitely don't want that card. Probably just draw the Brainstorm. I can shuffle next turn with Ponder.
I'd love to hear stories from your respect the library.
Yeah, getting rid of Tamiyo for an Izzet deck, what would they have to do? Like double Lightning Bolt? Well, they could play their own Tamiyo.
I've read nearly the entire library.
I could minus and get back Force of Will if I really wanted to. I think I Ponder. I'm going to start with Ponder. I actually like these choices. Alright, so I'm just going to plus. We'll draw this fetch land. This fetch land will sack the Cauldron Complete. I'm fine if they Strip Mine me. I don't care. I do not care. I think they have a Treasure Cruise. Just because they looked at their graveyard, I could see they like highlighted their graveyard to see how many cards was in it. Makes me feel like they have a Treasure Cruise, but Tamiyo's ticking up, you know? Tamiyo is going to ultimate next turn. And we saw Stifle from them, so they could stifle that. Alright, I'll Brainstorm. Are they going to force my Brainstorm? I can pay for the Daze. I want to say they have Daze. I mean, technically I can't use the Force yet, but I kind of like putting it in my hand. Okay. They just go Bolt.
Do you mind?
Buy themselves some time. Do I want to Daze? Yeah, I'll take a daze. I mean, this Tameo is the real threat here.
Use your words.
Because now we're threatening ultimate again. So it looks like they do have Treasure Cruise. Alright, so let's go with the daze here. I tap the land. I can play around them having a daze. And now there's really nothing they can do to stop this.
The multiverse.
All right, we have a billion cards. How do we proceed? Probably just play an architect. If they force a will this, I am fine with that. I am not going to fight over this. They have a daze. What can I do? What do I have? I have 2 forces. I'll just... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, I will strip mine you. Alright, they've had enough. They played longer than I thought they would after a Tameo Ultimate. So I can bring in the Mystical Dispute. I assume they play cards like Ragavan. Maybe Chandler. So I'm... Can I bring in something? Is this broken? Hello? Hello? Why can't I click? There we go. I could even bring in Linvala. God, this sideboarding... Is anybody else having trouble with this? What do I not want in this matchup? I guess that should be like a bigger question. I kind of brought in a lot of cards. I might cut Felia down. Maybe a Stoneforge. 1 daze. I'm going to cut a couple days on the draw, actually. Because I brought in the Mystical Dispute. Yeah, this seems okay. There's Ragavan. Tameo is a good blocker, but will Tameo resolve? It does. Do they have a lightning bolt? That's the next question. I will block. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if Lavinia is good. It does counter. It is. I don't know. We'll see. If I can like get it down. Swords is what I'm looking for. Alright, I'm gonna draw the swords, and then... I mean, we're gonna have to shuffle, so... I don't even want hydroponics to attack. Oh man, they drew Stifle. Fuck. That's kind of backbreaking. I can't believe this resolved. Wow, they don't have any counter magic? That's really surprising. That's really surprising. I have too many lands in my hand. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get the Kaldra. I'm gonna continue to play defense. I just don't like getting hit by Ragavan one bit. I don't want to take one hit. And I don't want Hydroponics Architect to attack me one time either. No, sir. Alright. I probably just go Meteor Sword here. Does this have reach? Has everything else. I think they're trying to get me to block with the Stoneforge Mystic, but because they don't have an answer for it. At least that's kind of what I'm assuming. They have a lot of land, so it feels like a game where Strip Mine's probably not going to be relevant. Yeah, I'll never pass up a Brainstorm. I could wait. Is there value to waiting here? I think I finally flipped Tameo here. This is kind of tough, actually. I mean, I probably just ponder, put the force in my hand, and then I can shuffle.
I hope you don't mind if I take notes.
I was kind of hoping to see a swords, or like any removal spell. I don't know, maybe I should have just shuffled and not taken the force. Yeah, now I kind of hate myself for doing that. Opponent's like, what are they doing? Yeah, I think I just kind of misplayed this turn, honestly. I could just take an attack. If they attack with Ragavan, I can bring in the Stoneforge. I can use Stoneforge, bring in Kaldra Complete, or I can Meteor Sword the Architect. I don't know. I should have shuffled. Like, this force is a dead card right here. So they're going to Chain Lightning to force my hand a little bit. Okay. Yeah, they're in a bad spot. I have Tameo. I have Stoneforge putting on, just getting down a bomb. All right, GG's. All right, going first. I have a single land, but I have a Tameo and a Brainstorm. It's worth a keep. They have Force. I could Daze. They don't want to get dazed. Look at those tetes. Alright, I do love a Flooded Strand here. So I can play around Daze, and I can counter a Force. Alright. Do you have another Force? Yeah, I think they have a Daze, and they just couldn't, you know, they can't do it. Do I want Philia? That's the next question. Maybe not right now. God, Tameo on the play is so good. It's so good. All right, what else we got? Ponder. I mean, I assume that they're just playing, like, Esper, good stuff. I don't want another land, I think. I could go for a Daze here, or I could go, I could go for Stoneforge Mystic, hold up Daze, or I could strip mine. I'm pretty sure they have a Daze. Pretty sure they have a Daze. Oh, they don't. All right. They're pretty far behind. Yeah, now that I think about it, they just have swords, so maybe it would have been better to just, like, strip mine here, wait till the next turn.
Respect the library.
We'll blow up the hollowed fountain, cut them off a white. Alright, looks like they don't have any counter spells. Tameo's gonna ultimate here. Cutting them off a white means they can't have the prismatic ending too. Treasure Cruise. Can't stop it. However, this is the big problem for you. No prismatic. No! What a draw. What a draw. Alright, well this game turned to shit. We were so close. Stop having lands, you know? Like, stop playing lands. I need you to stop. I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't like those choices. Man, this game went from dominating to just, we're gonna lose to Frog now, because I couldn't find the swords. Couldn't keep my Stoneforge alive. Couldn't keep Timio around. I feel like we made the right play, you know. We're like, oh, let's cut them off white, get rid of Prismatic Ending. Yeah, it's alright. Sometimes it'd be like that. Let's see. Alright, hit a swords here, and I have a chance. My last hallowed fountain. I can at least daze. Do you have a daze? Alright. A small win. Very small win. Ugh. Stop it. Stop playing stuff. Don't tell me they have another treasure cruise. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Their last card might be a treasure cruise. And that's not going to be good. Okay, okay. So, how many fetch lands have they used? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, they probably have like, what, at least 5 more. At least. I think Tamio's a bigger threat, especially with how much mana they have. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And since it feels like they don't have any counters, I'm just going to run out Philia. Yeah, strip mine isn't a huge deal. I do have Quantum Riddler, though. That's just kind of chilling. Ugh, stop it. Stop it. Alright, well that kind of sucks. Jeez. Alright. Let's get Meteor Sword, and then we might as well attack. And go get our other, get Calder complete. Got all my artifacts in my hand. So if I can put in the Meteor Sword with Stoneforge, I can then flash it with Philia and destroy 2 permanents. Now this is assuming that, you know, they drew 3 cards here, so this is assuming that they didn't pick up any removal. I know, we're asking for a lot here. We are... they drew another card. Come on. One time. Don't have it. They're still digging. They're still digging. Did you find it? They found it. All right. All right. Well. Okay. That's enough. That is enough. You got me. Jesus Christ. I mean, I could bring in like Rest in Peace, but I don't think I need to. I think I'm gonna just bring in these cards. Oh wait, I don't want to cut down on Days. I want to cut down on Stoneforge. I need to be able to answer their threats, you know? I need to be able to answer their little threat. Man. This hand is decent. It's just that we have a tap land. Ugh. Well, this is worse, so let's go to 5. All right. Back of Fragments and... Man, we pretty much have nothing here. This is going to be a rough game. This one's going to be a little bit rough. I should have kept the first hand, I guess. I should have kept that first hand. Vagina Island. Look at that thing. That is a just straight up just vagina on shrooms. Technically, they could like force and daze here to protect it, but it looks like they don't want to. Strip mine my archive. Play another Tameo.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
So I could swords here. I think they have days, so I think I'm gonna brainstorm. Try to get another land before I swords. Well, that kind of works. I can't play Tamia next turn, though. Alright, no more Tamias. No more Tamias. No hydroponics. Alright. I feel like the game is kind of just beginning. we strip mined each other. The only problem is I have 1 land and 2 cards that I'm never going to be able to play, probably. Yeah, that's a Force of Will. I wish I had a Brainstorm or a Ponder. There's Architect. Will this actually resolve? I think it probably... Oh, wow. No days. What's going on? Alright. Please resolve. Nope. Doesn't look like it is. They're not liking the brainstorm. Alright. Well, at least it was a force and not a daze. We are getting manhandled. We are getting just manhandled. Yeah, Frog is just the dagger here. I mean, I could come back. If I can get an attack in with the Architect, and then I draw fetch lands, you know, like maybe. The problem is, yeah, they've had too many brainstorms, too many ponders. Okay, they've had like one. Oh, no! No! Okay, Arena just threw me a bone here. Not enough bones to give me a fragment or a swords. Yeah, the frog is too much. Too much sauce. Alright. Maybe I need a second archive in this deck. Well, that's not really going to help me too much. The lights are still on, though. We're still in the fight, but it's looking kind of grim. It's looking quite grim, actually. I got a force. It's looking worse. Things are looking worse, for sure. You can't let my dog resolve. Come on. Come on. Alright. Alright, good game. I'm okay with this hand. This isn't bad. Watery Grave into Chrome Mox, and we'll exile a Ponder, Demonic Tutor. So I'm thinking it's a Storm deck. This is a very stormy start. Which kind of makes me want to brainstorm. To try to find a Force of Will. And maybe I'll just ponder first. And if I get to a next turn, then I can brainstorm plus fetch land. Yeah, we're gonna just shuffle these. Alright, there's a day, so that's good. What just happened? They just passed their turn? I will cut you off all mana. Okay, not sure what that's about. But I think I bring in Deafening Silence, Force Negation. Maybe Lavinia too? I don't know, I feel like I could bring in a lot of stuff here. Maybe I don't want swords. Like I think it's reanimate, or not reanimate, but a storm deck. I think. Really not completely sure. All right, we'll try this. Well, maybe we'll see more here. All right, this is a keep. Veil of Summer. Let's see how they feel about this. Yeah, I'm gonna daze that. Card is annoying. I kind of want some lands, honestly. Alright. Wish granted. It seems like they're having mana struggles, so... Yeah, they're like, okay. Deafening Silence, another daze, we're good. Alright. That last one was quick, so we can probably do one more. This hand looks okay. You have days? I'm gonna fight over this. I'm fighting over it. I never win games when hydroponics attacks. It attacks, I die. I will shock again. Ponder. I don't like any of these cards. Alright, we'll take another Ponder. Alright, how about you don't have another Architect? Yeah, okay. So I actually think that they probably have a daze. Let's see the days. Oh, they have force. Alright, alright. Got rid of a brainstorm. And they put a daze in the graveyard. They're getting aggressive. What do they have? Just instants and lands? Alright. I mean, I don't want this card. I kind of want to land. I could just play Stoneforge. That's an option. Or I could Ponder, try to get a land and play Stoneforge. I kind of like pondering. We'll shuffle those cards. I feel like Batterskull's pretty good here. It's just gonna take a minute to get going. Hopefully I have enough time to attack once with a Batterskull. Why didn't they... Oh, they didn't play anything. I was like, why didn't they attack? Oh yeah, they don't have Delirium. Okay, we're just gonna pass. Strip mine, no big deal. Put in Batterskull. Play Ophelia. Sure. Corey Steelcutter. Let's see if they just happen to block. I haven't decided if I want to use my strip mine. Yeah, now I do. Actually, let's play around days first. Alright. So, it's an aggro deck. For Fragment Reality is good. Is that really all I want? Like, maybe I could bring in Wrath of the Skies? They're gonna have... Yeah, I think Wrath is reasonable with Corey Steelcutter. Maybe I take out Meteor Sword. A couple of the Stoneforge. Maybe one of the Filios. Yeah, this looks okay. No counter magic, but maybe this Wrath of Skies ends up being good. I kind of like just going for a strip mine. Just kind of do that little land check. Well, they can't daze me, at least. I'm gonna go with swords here. Okay, they have a force. Maybe they don't. If we're just going like full land reset, if them playing a strip mine tells me they don't have another land. Yeah, okay. I think this is gonna be a quick game unless they hit one here. Yeah, they hit. Okay. But now they're behind. Now they are behind. They have a bolt or a barrage. Okay. So let's go brainstorming. So I don't think we need Wrath right now. That doesn't seem very good. Maybe the same for Riddler. I'm gonna replay Tameo. I think I can get a basic island here. And we'll try to protect Tameo with this Daze. If they have another bolt or a barrage. Well, I guess I can't counter a barrage, but... Alright, they hit some more lands, so good for them. draw a 7-drop. Alright, so let's brainstorm so we can get this back in the deck. Yeah, I mean, I want that land, but this hand is quite powerful.
I'd love to hear stories from your home.
And while they're tapped out, I'm gonna swords. Ponder, it's worth dazing. Force of will that bobble. Just to disrespect them. Yeah, I mean, Tameo is like such a huge problem for them. Alright, let's brainstorm. Alright. We are big chillin' right now. We are big chillin'. I'm good on that. I am good. I would have liked to get a fetch land, but that's alright. Alright. Well, I drew a Batterskull, but Tameo was at 8. That was the big thing there. Alright, GG's. So how do we feel about the Stoneforge deck now that we have Daze and Force of Will? Well, I feel like it played pretty well. I think any blue deck you put Daze and Force of Will into is going to be pretty solid. I think it'd be totally fine if you just completely exclude the Stoneforge, Philia, maybe even Quantum Riddler package and play like a more control type deck. That's probably like a video I'll make soon, is just a straight up blue-white control deck because it's my favorite archetype. Maybe we'll play some meddling mage blue-white control. That seems pretty fun. But I do feel like the Stoneforge Mystic, like when we played it, it felt powerful. If we get to untap with it and like put in our Cauldron Complete or Batterskull, then it's pretty tough for the opponent to win. So we do plan to do a lot more timeless content. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see y'all later.